Hey there, so it's Mr. Pletch here. I just thought I would send a video going over some of Microsoft Teams, like what it is, how to access it, and some of the things teachers will be doing over the next coming weeks. So very quickly to start us off, Microsoft Teams has been designated by the VSB as the platform of choice. What that means is they've told other teachers who want to use other stuff that they shouldn't or they can't. This is debatable, but most people I know at Tupper are moving on to Microsoft Teams. Which is good because that means all student work will be there. Teachers will use this in different ways. For example, some teachers will have their lessons at the same time, so you can do video conferencing with the whole class, a video conference with students one-on-one if they need extra support, which is something that I'll be doing as a learning strategies teacher. Communication, so what their assignments are, what they're supposed to be doing week to week, how to get in touch with them. Assignments and how students will submit work. So all of this can be done at Teams. As I said, teachers will be using it to different degrees, but it should be the only platform for communication as far as I know. The main thing I need to really point out is students should start using their VSB email now. So before next week, it is really important that all students log in and that they can access their VSB email. They all have one, even down in elementary. I know a lot of teachers probably have already connected about this, even homeroom teachers. Us as a science department, we sent out a form and it looked like almost every single student could get on. If the student cannot get on, they can email me or you can email me and I can help them reset it. So we do have ability to help them reset their VSB emails now. And how they should probably start and access this, I would recommend going to webmail.vsb.bc.ca and creating a bookmark, because from there you get your email and you can access all of Office and Teams in the fastest way, in my opinion. The third tip or thing I would recommend is students should download the Microsoft Teams app. So if they do have a smartphone, I know not everyone does, but if they go to the App Store, they can get this for free. They log in with their VSB email, just like anything else. But why I think this is a good idea, instead of signing in and checking Teams again and again and again, especially if many people are sharing the same device, this will give them notifications when a teacher posts a new message, a new assignment, or reminders for scheduled appointments, such as meetings or check-ins or things like that. So it's just one way to get them informed faster. So with those kind of quick things out of the way, I'm going to show you how to sign into email and Teams and some of the things teachers will be doing with it. So if I just exit that, I'm going to go to my webmail.vsb.bc.ca. And I do recommend just making a bookmark. It'll help students just be able to quickly pull it up anytime they want. So I'm just going to sign into my account. I don't have any private emails, so I'm not worried about this. It's just teachers panicking, how to implement, what to do, things like that. So nothing private there. But this is their email. Up at the top left corner here, we see an app launcher and all the apps that students have access to. Now, one of the things I'm going to quickly show you is if we click on Office 365, these are all the things that students can use. But a lot of people don't know that you can download these to your home computer or your phone or your tablet in a lot of ways. So if you do install Office, you can install all of these apps directly on there. So you don't have to be online to work with them. So that's a big benefit as well. So just a little tip there if you want something, because Teams can be kind of brutal and kind of annoying, and it's much better with the app. But it's not necessary, but it does usually run smoother. But anyway, I'm going to click on Teams. And Teams is a bit slow, so I didn't prepare a joke. It's shameful. But when students log into Teams, they'll see something similar to this. They'll have this bar with activity, so anything new will kind of give them a notification. They can check it there. Chat, so they can chat with any teacher or any student or a group of students or a group of teachers, whatever. It's just like Facebook chat or anything like that. Now these teams, these are their classes. So you see me, I have the Tupper staff, that's all the Tupper teachers. I've got Learning Strategy, Biology 11, Science 8 that I've been working with another teacher on. So this is where all the information will be in individual classes. Now, just before we go into that, we see something here, assignments. Now this is a quick way if teachers use Teams for their assignments to check, if you don't want to dig through the Teams of what do I have to do for that class, if you just click assignments, it'll lay out all your classes. And let's say, okay, Science 8 with Miss Cricket and me. If I hit next, we see some of the assignments that were assigned in the past. If they were due, I did not do my homework. I'm a bad student, but that's well known. And yeah, the completed work. So that's a quick way to check student progress during assignments and maybe help them out if they need it. So Teams. So I'll just click on one of these learning strategies class because this video I did make for the learning strategies. You'll see things along the top. So posts, that's anything that's posted gets here. Students can post to it. I can post to it. Files, so files along the top. If I click on it, this is where teachers could upload notes or assignments potentially. So anything will go right onto this file section. I'll come back to class notebook. Once again, the assignments, if any assignments, they're here or in that side panel I showed you. And I added a planner, which is something I may or may not start using depending on how these next weeks go and what students in the class need help with and what would be beneficial. But there's another thing, you can add new tabs. So I have meetings. So if I schedule a meeting, so for example, so a meeting, this is when we're all on video call. I did schedule for Tuesday at 1 p.m. a first check-in, optional, but usually they're gonna have a tab like this. So you'll get a reminder and this is where you'd go to start the meeting. So you could start video conferencing with your teachers if they start doing that. So that's the simple stuff of Teams. Certain teachers will use it more than others. Certain teachers will only use certain aspects of it, but everyone should be on this platform. So all the classes should be on this platform in some way. Now, I know a lot of teachers are using the class notebook. So it's going to be right on the top of their class. So if we're in my class, if we click the class notebook, it will open in this window, but you can't do anything. So it's the best to typically open in the browser. So right at the top here, if you open in the browser, I find that's much better than the app. The app sometimes crashes to me. I don't know. It's not the most straightforward set of tools that VSB is giving us. It's a lot of menus, but I'm here to help and everyone is going to be in the same boat. But this is where students and teachers can collaborate based on a class. So there's an area called collaboration space. So if I click on it, I can type anything there. Students can edit me. They can add anything they want. Content library, this is where I could type like week 1, this is what we're doing. Week 2, this is what we're doing. No students can edit it, but they can all see it. Then with the individual students, if I click on one of those individual students, I can write something to them and they can write to me and it's private. So all students have their own tab. And for example, one of our students in our class, we see that they'll have a section. So if I give class notes, it'll go into all the students' class notes section. If I give a handout, for example, through this, it'll get filed into the handout section, and same with the quiz. But this is just between me and that student. So if they write a message to me in that kind of channel in OneNote, it's no other students can see it. So the collaboration space is where everyone can see it. So I know a lot of teachers are going to be using this, it sounds like, as a way to give handouts and give the assignments that will go with either the meetings or the recorded lessons. But that's just kind of the very quick walkthrough. There's going to be lots more coming in the coming weeks. My job as learning strategies teacher, in my opinion, is just to support the students as they need it. I'm going to send you lots more information and just make sure I'm available to help students. Take some burden off you because it is going to be probably a lot thrown at them in this couple weeks with pretty much everything coming at the beginning of the week, no pacing, no expectations. So please use me and get students to use me as a resource when they need it to help them manage, set their calendars, or understand the software. So that's kind of what I'd like for this. Sorry about the long video, but I hope it does help. Take care.